Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another narrated walking tour with me. Today, I'd like to invite you to join my wife and me on our weekly visit to the Jelutong Market. It is 6:45 a.m. in the morning, which is the best time to visit the market. But if waking up so early is not for you, then just sit back and enjoy this virtual tour from the comfort of your home. Those of you who desire to explore this market yourself, let me give you our starting point coordinates. Key these coordinates into your GPS, Google Maps or Waze to be navigated to the junction of Lebuh Raya Jelutong and Lorong Ipoh, which is where we usually enter the market. Ever since I started my walking tour videos, I have received so many wonderful comments and encouragements from all of you. Thank you very much for viewing my videos and embarking on these virtual tours as I show you my Penang. Also, thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my channel so that I can notify you every time I have a new video. It's such a joy to hear from all of you. Do keep those comments coming. I love reading all of them. Those of you who are in Penang would be familiar with the Jelutong Market. And for those of you who are not from Penang, this is one of the largest urban markets in our city. We usually come very early, even before the sun rises. That's when we get the freshest items before the crowds come in. The market occupies two roads, Lorong Ipoh and Jalan Penaga. Let me show you the location on the map. Our starting point is the junction of Lorong Ipoh with Lebuh Raya Jelutong. We will walk north past the intersection of Jalan Penaga. On turning back, we explore the stalls on Jalan Penaga before returning to Lorong Ipoh. We end our walk at Lorong Ipoh. Since it's still very early in the morning, the place is not crowded yet. But as the morning wears on, more people will come. If you have your house on Lorong Ipoh, I think you will have very little peace as the market is in session every morning. My wife stopped by the stall selling bananas. The baby here, okay? Ah, baking tadi kia cak baby hu. Mana darling? Aku keluar tahu mana. For those who are not Malaysians, this is the petai or sting bean. It is excellent taken with sambal, but the drawback is that it emits a rubbery smell when you go to the toilet. Over here, we have the jackfruit or nangka. Here's another fruit stall. We often buy the mangoes here. Moving on down Lorong Ipoh, we stop at Freshway Mart, a major stall selling fruits and vegetables. We often get our veggies here. If you're Malaysian, this is common practice nowadays to get your temperature scanned due to the pandemic. Everywhere we go, we need to scan the COVID app and take our temperature before entering. Let me show you the multitude of fresh veggies at this stall. When you think of all the dishes that make Penang food famous, they start from the freshest produce that come from places like this. The market sells not only local produce, but fruits and vegetables from all over the world. Now let's continue our walk down Lorong Ipoh. You will notice that the further we walk, the more crowded it gets. One thing I love about the Jelutong Market is that you can never expect what you will see and discover. Although there are regular stalls which are in the same spot for years, there are also the one-off stalls that come and go, selling an endless variety of household items. It is sheer entertainment to stop at such stalls and listen to the hawkers selling their stuff, and they are often so compelling you end up buying things you often use only once. One of the regular stalls is the Apom Telur stall on the left. Apom Telur is an Indian-style crepe. Next is one of two stalls in the market selling economic bihun or local fried noodles. The Chinese buns or pao you get at the market can't hold a candle to those at full-fledged dim sum restaurants. They are for people who want things cheap and fast. Next is the stall selling deep-fried Chinese dough breads. And here's a stall selling Penang-style chee cheong fun, which is kind of minimalist compared to chee cheong fun you get in other states. And here we have the only stall of push cart selling coconut water. My wife often buys from this hawker. Since the start of the pandemic, many stalls now require customers to queue in a line. While we wait for my wife to buy coconut water, let's continue looking around. Here's a stall selling household knickknacks. And behind it is a wanton mee stall which we used to visit quite often. But the pandemic has dealt this stall quite severely. It was prevented from laying out tables for dine-in and for a long while had to serve takeaways only. On this side is the Under the Tree coffee shop or Chiu Chang Ka Kopitiam. That's what I usually call it, though officially it's known as Hui Wang Cafe. We are now entering the epicenter of Jelutong Market. You can see the market building behind this vegetable stall. Before the pandemic, this place can get so crowded that people had to jostle to inch from stall to stall. At the height of the lockdown, the market was closed. After that, the authorities imposed stringent social distancing measures to space out the stalls, including allowing only certain stalls to operate on alternate days. Since then, life is slowly inching back to normal at the Jelutong Market, but not to the pre-pandemic level yet. This stall sells various soya products such as bean curds, soya puffs, and bean sprout. My wife likes to buy from it. You can see the market building behind. Is it in the Art Deco style or early modern style? Those of you who study architecture, perhaps you can tell me in the comment section of this video. There are two major coffee shops at the Jelutong Market. This is one of them, Kim Hee Cafe. If you are seeking Penang hawker food, it's one of the places you can try where you can mingle with the locals rather than tourists. We have arrived at the crossroad between Lorong Ipoh and Jalan Penaga. This is the center point of the Jelutong Market. Across the road are two more coffee shops, Siong Huat on the left and Mat To Yao on the right. Siong Huat is the other major coffee shop at Jelutong Market. It has lots of hawker stalls. I like the kway chap and the char kway teow here. There's the char kway teow stall right ahead. Every time I order, I will request duck egg and extra spicy. Across the road is my favorite wonton mee stall. I have eaten here so often they more or less know me already. The hawker is teasing me for taking video today. Up ahead is an alfresco breakfast area. Among the things you can eat here is their char kway teow. There used to be a lor mee stall here that was my favorite, but unfortunately it is no longer selling. Here's another Chinese dough bread stall. My wife often buys from this stall too. The Mat Tu Yao coffee shop serves as a regular coffee shop in the morning when market is in session. Then in the evening, it sells its specialty dessert Mat Tu Yao. We are walking down Lorong Ipoh once again as my wife is still at the coconut water stall. The Jelutong Market is one of 3 major markets in this area. The other 2 are the Perak Road Market and the Batu Lancang Market. Due to the high population density of this area, which is on the southern outskirts of Georgetown, there can be 3 markets in close proximity to one another. Of the 3, this is the one that I prefer to go to. Bây giờ đây giá trị à? Đây giá trị là hả? Okay. Họ mà là UFO à? Chu bì á? Này, tadi bé tu chu bì. Se tadi bé họ lúc cả kỳ lạ. Ít bỏ sẽ này khoai này. Some people cũng quite sọc thế nào, tapi maybe, tu tu. Ha ha. Sao tua tiêu họ mà là. À ha, suy. Ha, khoảng á. Suy à, actually gì xịt. Gì xịt suy à?
Cái xịt té hả? Suy á.
Ikan suy ở khoan ha, ikan suy ở khoan, cá chiều à. Suy à, 冇法度啊！
冇法度啊！即係三個冇法度。冇依個坤格潮嗬。
嗯。
邊個咧冇咧？
哇，這人。We usually buy eggs from free-ranging chicken. This is the main egg seller in the market. We like to buy from here because they usually have the eggs we want. And I find the soft toys they put among the eggs so cute. Bé kìa đó. And now we are at the pushcart stall selling kaya, often described as coconut jam. Here are some local pastries known as kueh. I can see roti jala, cui kueh, kueh bingka, pulut tai tai, among others. Now we walk along Jalan Penaga. To our right is the front entrance to the Jelutong Market building. À xin lỗi, chia đã bộ thanh kia à xin coi à. Okay, à xin boleh kia shoot from hai á, from Jelutong main road. Shoot from Jelutong main road. Không lấy. Which way? Okay, this way, huh? Since we have not fully covered Jalan Penaga yet, let me just show you what's available here, then turn back. Isa na? Oh, tose, huh? Wow. We are nearing the junction of Jalan Penaga with the Jelutong main road. Over here, most of the hawkers are Indians. Kula bo be kin chiu hiu ah. Kaya sen ka lah. Kaya tu tiyak. And here's the entrance to the Jelutong Market building I mentioned earlier. As you can see, the vegetable stalls are all located by the roadside. While inside the building itself, you find the meat and fish stalls. The historic building underwent restoration a few years ago, and now it has signage in 4 languages. Now let's go along Jalan Penaga to see the remaining part of Jelutong Market. Due to lack of space, the stall selling chicken meat is also outside the main building and is located on the left side of this road. But first, my wife stopped over at the bread stall. And here's one of two stalls in the market selling ban jian kueh, which is Chinese pancake. And over here is an Indian hawker selling putu mayong, which is Indian style string hoppers. There's only one putu mayong stall and it does very good business. Behind the putu mayong stall is Siong Huat Coffee Shop's kway chap stall. It is also one of my favorite kway chap stalls in Penang. This is one of two Siong Huat coffee shops in Penang. The other one is at Bawasa Road where we find Asunko Hami. I did a video about it before. Let me put the link on the top right. Unlike other markets in Penang, where the products are neatly separated, over here at Jelutong Market, the stalls are all jumbled up. The market simply grew out of the settlement organically in the area that is considered the Jelutong Pekan or village heart. And here's the chicken meat stall I mentioned earlier. Behind the chicken meat stall is the shop selling santan or coconut milk. The santan is used for making kueh and curries. We have reached the western end of Jelutong Market. The stalls here sell mostly household items. And so my friend, we have covered all the various parts of the Jelutong Market. I hope this video has given you a glimpse into life in Penang as seen from the eyes of a local. Do take a moment to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel so that I can bring you more videos of walking tours in Penang. We are now making our way out of the market once again via Lorong Ipoh towards Lebuh Jelutong. I want to thank you for being with me to the end of this tour. You are simply awesome. Thank you for watching and I look forward to meeting with you again in my next walking tour.